What's going on, beasts? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to run through my full day of training that I normally do on a Saturday morning. Let's get into it. We're going to start off today with our strength component. We're looking for back squats 5 by 5 at 70. I'm sorry, 5 by 5 at 75%. Now with this component, of course, heavy squats, lots of reps, lots of sets, technique needs to be on point. And we're gonna run through the technique before we get into the video. From there, we're gonna hit our workout of the day. It's an AMRAP for 12 minutes. We've got 10 body weight back squats. And what's this? 5 reps? No, this is my video. 6-time fittest man on earth, Tyler the Destroyer here to take you through a real session. Let's get into it. We're gonna make some minor changes to this warm up. Nah, you don't need that. First step to any real athlete, warming up. The real guys don't do it, they just take steroids. Strength, 5 sets of 5, way too many reps. All right, stop. Rule number 2, always max out. The saying goes, train smarter, not harder, which pretty much gives us the right to max out every single day. So we don't need this. And workout of the day, no one does cardio, let's be honest. Are you becoming a marathon runner or are you winning the CrossFit Games? I've done it 6 times, listen to me. We'll get rid of this too. What we will do... You
haven't been to the games.
Jess, alright, cut time. I'm running a business here, right? They don't actually need to know that. I'm running a business, let's just keep it rolling, okay? I've been to the games 6 times. Today, we're gonna be running through the only workout you need to do every single day to guarantee that you'll make the 2022 CrossFit Games. This is what Matt Fraser doesn't want you to know. CrossFit Total. Why the CrossFit Total, you may ask? Well, if maxing out every day is the most effective way to build strength, endurance, a good level of mobility, and all of the above components of fitness, then doing 3 1RMs? Mate, value for money. That's the definition of rule number 2. Train smarter, not harder. What we've got today, we have max squat, a max strict press, and a max deadlift. How we warm up for this? Your first set's the warm up. Let's get into it. Yes. So, I heard that he's not going to take you guys through a warm-up, but I feel terrible if you guys don't warm up properly for a heavy max out day like this. So what I'd suggest for a warm-up, if you'd like, 2 rounds, 1 minute on the bike, just pedaling, getting that heart rate up, getting moving, 10 single leg glute bridge hip thrusts on each side, and then 3 perfect stretches. This way we can open up the hips, make sure we're in a good position for the squat. Even though there's strict press and deadlift, you'll be very warm before you get to the strict press, so you won't really need to do much warming up apart from a couple of empty bar presses, and same with the deadlift. But at least this way you guys will be a little bit more warm before you start maxing out. Like Tyler the Destroyer, he has no clue. Shit, I gotta go. The CrossFit Total. This is a great workout to test both raw strength and the ability to hold heavy loads and move them quickly. What it does test is your 1 rep max back squat, strict press, and deadlift. On this silly channel that he calls Ultimate Beast, the Ultimate Incredible Beast decided to do the CrossFit Total. He scored 200 kilos on his back squat, 85 kilos on his strict press, and a laughable 215 kilos with lifting straps on his deadlift. Now, the one thing that I disagree about this video is all the camera angles are legit. So I'm gonna have to accept the fact that he actually performed these lifts without any tomfoolery. Today, the Tyler the Destroyer, 6-time CrossFit Games champion, will absolutely demolish this scrub at his own challenge, the CrossFit Total. I'll let you guys decide who's the greatest, most sexiest man alive versus this inferior human called Ultimate Beast.
You didn't hit depth.
Cut, Jess. All right. Next time, next rep, I want you to get really high when we film so it looks like I hit depth, okay? I'm trying to run a business here, love, right? Let's try that again. Alright, tell me how it looks.
I'm trying to get high.
Get it higher.
Okay.
How's that look? In depth?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Rule number 4. In CrossFit, camera angles can manipulate how your movements look. Manipulate your angles. The top athletes never film in a conventional angle. The further back they are, the harder it is for the online judge to score them correctly. Also, the grainier the quality, as a bit of a bonus point, it's harder to see the rep. So, grainy cameras, far away distances for the filming, you're never gonna get no rep ever again. You're welcome for that bit of advice, by the way.
What's your thoughts on percentage work?
Look, percentage work, huge scam. What they don't want to tell you is you're not supposed to work off the percentage that you actually have for your 1 rep max. You want to work off the percentage that you want to get for your 1 RM. An example is, if you have an 80 kilo clean, you want to work off your 100 kilo clean that you want to get. That way, you won't get any stronger if you're working off that 80 kilo load. You'll get much stronger though if you work towards a 100 kilo clean.
But what if they ask for 3 sets of 3 at 80% and you can't do 80%?
Well, I guess you're just never going to be as good as me. 6-time CrossFit Games champion, Tyler the Destroyer. These are the methods I use to get to the game. You want to win? You want to be the best? Then you're going to have to act like the best.
Why are you chalking up?
Why the fuck not? I want you to get as high as you can, alright? They don't see the squat depth. They don't see that. Is that high? You as high as you can go?
I can't go any higher.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
That's my belt. What do you...
Was your belt. It's now mine. You can never have too many belts on. Rule number 6. You don't need to build your back, you just need to build your belt collection. See? So easy. Easy, guys. The ultimate beast. I think he only did like 200 kilos last time. I just did an easy 205 single. May or may not be a lifetime PR for him, but for me, I think I've got about 300 to 400 kilos in me. But as you can see with the bar, there's absolutely no more weight that can go on there. So, look, at the end of the day, I'm here to win. I'm not here to be a little pussy. And the ultimate beast, like, I would unsubscribe from the channel now. He is the worst YouTuber / CrossFitter ever. You need to subscribe to Tyler the Destroyer, 6-time CrossFit Games champion. Moving on to the strict press now. So after performing excellently at the back squat, once again, gonna kill the strict press, but there's a couple of tips that you guys need to know how to execute the strict press properly by getting maximum weight with minimum effort. So once again, playing back to rule 2, work smarter, not harder. What you need to do is make sure your judge is fully focusing up here and less down here. This is where the money's made. This is where they think the money's made. An example. Oh, Jess, do I have Nutella on my face?
No. You used your legs.
Nah, that was all strict press. You just didn't see it. It was so quick. Distraction, diversion, make your judge look somewhere else. If anything, you can slap on a few extra kilos, tell them that there's a dragon coming, and then do a new 1 RM. So just before we hit 30 kilos effortlessly and made sure our judge only looked at this portion of our body rather than the money makers down here for our strict press. Now we're at 50 kilos. I'm gonna demonstrate a second super effective strategy to getting more weight on your strict press without being too grey in the cheating area. So this was actually performed by Camille Bazinet-LeBlanc. It's a legitimate rep and it was done at the 2018 CrossFit Games Total, the same workout that we're doing today. Simply, all we're gonna do is as the bar's about to raise off our chest, we're gonna rebound it back up to get that extra bit of momentum. Definitely legit in the rule books, you will not get no rep for it. Here's a perfect example. Belt, of course, for safety. So I've got it in my normal pressing position. I take a deep breath. As I press, I come back down, use that bounce, and straight overhead, no issues whatsoever. The judge will be so flabbergasted with what the hell you just done, he will definitely count it as a rep. 6 times CrossFit Games athlete, Tyler the Destroyer! So after another successful lift, I decided to stop at 85. You notice that I probably employed a bit of a different technique to what you're used to. It's called the incline bench press technique. The further you lean back, the less you actually have to press and the closer the bar is to being locked out. See, normal pressing position, but watch when I lean back. Look at that barbell, it's not even as high anymore. So the key with that one, the further you can get back the better. I would do some thoracic mobility before you start a strict press, just so that when you lean back, you feel a bit more comfortable, your back's less likely to cramp. Now that I've beaten Ty at 2 out of the 3 lifts, I'm really confident going into this deadlift, and I've got a few really sneaky strategies that can get you a better deadlift and a bigger CrossFit total. Let's get to that deadlift. The final rule to becoming the greatest CrossFit athlete of this generation is lifting straps. Now, of course, the rules state that in a conventional deadlift, you cannot use any assistance to allow you to get the lift from part A to part B or completion. However, if you hide your lifting straps and make them look like wrist straps, who will know the difference? Now I'm going to give a demonstration of how to use the lifting straps effectively while hiding them so that the judge does not see. What's that over there? And they have no idea that you've just used them.
In the dark room, it is cold and hot.
Again, another easy lift. I decided I could have beat the Ultimate Beast, whatever his name is, I forget now. I believe he got 215, sorry. See, I don't even remember the weight, that's how insignificant it was last time. And he used lifting straps, and he didn't even use it the way I taught. My rule was way more effective. I decided not only to get rid of the lifting straps, but to go for a lifetime PR for him, just for a bit of warm-up weight. So I finished on 225 kilos, which you Americans out there, I know I have so many American supporters after winning the CrossFit Games so many times. That weight is 500 pounds, so that's the significance of that weight. Yeah, just clean sweep, destroyed him at his own competition. People ask me how I get so strong. The joking way is I say steroids. The serious way I say I avoid testing. But at the end of the day, I do have a strength program that I do work off, and it is the 4-week squat cycle at absolutebeast.org. Make sure you check it out. That's a joke, by the way. I don't squat. I don't do cardio. I don't do reps. I'm the absolute fucking best CrossFit athlete that's ever been graced on this good earth. Matt Fraser, he was a joke. He won 5 times by accident. I won 6 times by absolute skill. I am Tyler the Destroyer, and this is the greatest video you'll ever watch.